Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
Alright, so that's showing
Record. It's recording this.
Yep.
Recording that.
That doesn't need to record.
No, but the mic is on.
Yeah.
Everything is
and then
on.
You just hit start.
Why?
Oh, it does make things easier.
Let's see.
Take your time. Take your time. Did you want to... You're going to use your phone?
I'm going to use your phone, so...
You're going to use your phone?
My phone.
Clean Wire Club. So, we want to talk about the winner, the picture.
Yes.
You know, it's funny you picked this picture.
Why?
For the Clean Wire Club, because that was the picture I wanted you to pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was
like,
that's
wow,
awesome.
how he...
So what are we talking about? And welcome to the show. Hey.
What's up, guys?
Right off the bat. Let's just hit.
Carl.
Let's hit one right off the bat. I'm running a 5-channel amp with a single 12-inch sub Lexus. Stock battery. Do you recommend getting a yellow top battery? No, get a red top. I mean, you get a yellow top if you need a second battery, but you want a red top. Red tops are for power, yellow tops are for accessories. Okay, evening, how's everybody doing? Don't worry, we'll get to plenty more. What we were talking about is the Clean Wire Club. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Clean Wire Club, that is the show or the Facebook group that we have where we show clean wiring. And if you make awesome wiring and Fernando really likes what you did, then you get to have your picture up here.
Yep.
My daughter loves the deal. Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Glad.
Nice.
Anyways, you get your picture on the top of the page. And the picture we were talking about was this one here. This one made the top of the page. And I saw this. And look at that. He's got a DQ-DX in there, which is cool. So he's got an analog DSP equalizer. That's what the DQ-DX is. It's all RCA feeding that system. He's got tons of voltage output going on there. But look at that, man. That's so sexy. It looks awesome.
And this is by Scott Green Eye Monster.
The Green-Eyed Monster.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so there you
cool.
go.
Look at that guy.
Hey, look at that.
I know that guy.
Wow, I know that guy too.
Ooh.
I know that guy.
Yeah, they boring.
Anyways, yeah, they definitely. Anyways, so I saw this on maybe Saturday night. I don't remember. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, as soon as I saw like how many amplifiers he had, I'm like, wow, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he did a really cool job.
Pretty cool job.
What was the question?
About?
Can you explain Alpine subwoofer? I didn't. What
Can you explain?
I don't know. That was a weird one. They make 3. Oh yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, right there. Can you explain? Like what kind?
I mean, can you explain Alpine sub-level?
Oh, sub-level. Like.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically subwoofer volume control. You turn it up, you turn it down. You want more bass, you want less bass. I mean, yeah.
What's up,
Hey,
Louis?
from Connecticut. Anyways,
Bobby.
That's the guy that did the clean wire for the week and made it exceptionally
cool.
Awesome. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We hope you guys feel the same way. If you guys do an awesome job, put it up. Remember, no flush panels, no A-pillars, none of that silly. We want to see wire and only wire. Did you realize how many members there are now?
Like 4,000?
No, it's like over 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's freaking huge, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did a small amp rack. There you go. Joker wiring. Yeah. Hey, from Portugal. What's up, Louis? How's it going?
Louis.
Green Eye Monster. Yes, very, very noteworthy. I liked it. Yeah, I was excited. There's a lot. I tell you what, man. A lot of these SPL guys do some amazing wiring. I wish they would share their stuff because I see a lot of them on Instagram. A lot of guys out of Russia do some really exceptional stuff.
Yep.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. I like the small stuff. I like it tight. I like it neat. I like it the way I do it, as you guys know. But something like this, or it's just a nightmare. You know, you have
because you expecting
500 pieces of wire.
Like how many batteries it looks like he has, like 5, 6, and it's a lot of equipment.
I will accept your request. I just can't do it right now because we're doing the show.
What?
It says I just joined. Accept my request. We will.
Yeah.
I only do in my dreams. It's okay, Bobby. It's okay.
Hey, man. No wires
there
are
also.
clean wires.
Oh, yeah. No wires are clean wires.
I like it.
No, I like seeing the wires. I know you get so many comments on all your... hold on. Damn it. We need like 2 mouses.
Yeah.
I know you get so many comments on all your venues, but how is Haley doing? How is she doing in the virtual school? My kids hate it. Thank you for asking. I'm sure she will love the fact that you asked this question because she gets all cheesed up anytime someone mentions her. She's doing good. She's in her last of 4 years of college. She had switched to mainly online this last semester anyways because the courses she needs to take they don't have on campus, so she only had 1 class on campus, and then they dropped that. She's our kid. I mean, let's be honest. She's a good kid. I mean, she really does her thing. She doesn't mind online. She's got a nice computer, of course. She's got a big 15-inch MacBook Pro, so she knows how to work all that stuff. But she does miss the campus life. I mean, she looks back on her second year as like the best year of college so far because she lived on campus. They awesome roommates. It was just a really good time. But yes, there was a friend of hers that asked her to do daycare this next semester.
Oh, really?
And she's like, I'm going to college, man. I can't teach these kids, But yeah. So, anyways.
How can I keep my amplifier from going into terminal mode? It's a Rockford Fosgate T1500 powering 2 Fosgate T1 S1 12 subs at 1 ohm. By the way, I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
That's really hot. Thermal is a big issue for sure.
Yeah.
And how do you keep your amp from going to thermal is it needs air circulation. So what causes an amplifier to get hot is kind of how you back out of this. First off, if you look at your ohm load and you say, I have an ohm load that's acceptable by this amplifier's parameters, then we know it's not that. Now you look at voltage and you say, do I have adequate voltage when I'm playing at this ohm load? So you would test to see what your ohm load is, what your voltage is when you're really beating on the system and make sure that it stays up high. If it's dipping low, well then okay, that's what the problem is. That's why this amplifier is getting hot, is because it has insufficient battery voltage, in which case you'd add a battery. If you run into a situation where my ohm load is good, my voltage is good, my amplifier is just shutting off, and you go, okay, maybe my output voltage is too high. Maybe my input sensitivity is turned up, and I'm overheating the input sensitivity on the amplifier. In that case, on a Rockford amp, it's really hard to do, because most of those amplifiers have some form of distortion detection circuit built into it to tell you, hey, turn it down. So if it doesn't, obviously, then you'd want to use some kind of scope to set that. But if all things are equal and it's just heating up and shutting down, in which case, fans. Fans are the key. Now, Stinger makes a really nice squirrel cage fan that is short. They come in 2 different sizes, like 6-inch and 4-inch. And they put out a ton of air, and it's really nice because they're made to go up against the side of an amplifier. Spits out a small thing of air. They're super quiet, but I would definitely check into some Stinger fans. That's from Amp Global, and see if that might help you out. They can go up underneath seats. They're not the big dumb computer ones that get in the way of everything. It's not that. It's so fans.
Matthew, thank you, man. Thank you for watching all this time and supporting the show. We're happy that we're able to help you.
McNulty, Haley is a smart kid. What's up, Chris?
What's up?
Digged your video.
Hey, Julio. Hey, guys. What speaker is the best to use to measure time alignment? I got 3-way set passive with the tweeter and the mid and the pillars, and mid bass and the factory location in the lower door. Thanks.
All right, this is a fun one because you're going passive, and this isn't as cut and dry as... Obviously, if you're active, you measure to each one. If you're passive, typically you're going to measure to the mid bass, which is the bigger of the 3 drivers. However, sometimes that doesn't always work, especially when you have that 2.5 outputs in the dash. Depending on the frequency response of that 2.5, sometimes that's actually the speaker you go to get it to line up properly. Typically what we'll do is we'll measure all 3 speakers, regardless of whether it's passive or active. I don't care. And what we'll do is I start with the mid-range, not the mid-bass in the bottom of the door. I start with the mid-range because that's usually the one that is the issue. Sometimes I'll play it right away. It'll be like, nope, and I'll switch to the mid-bass, and I'll go, yup. But being able to play that first and go, no, and then go to the mid-bass and go, yes. So that's that. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, too, is that if it's close, so if like you play the mid-range and it's close, like it's maybe off 3 or 4 inches left or right, you may just want to take that, okay, if it's, whatever side is louder, that's the side you move out. So if it's more centered to me, then I'm going to move this one out a little bit farther, which will pull that one out, or turn this one down, which will move it that way. Which you can easily see by just doing the sliders. You'll figure that one out. But if you start with the mid-range and it's close, try adjusting it just a little bit. Maybe add 2 inches to it and see, because sometimes 2 inches is all it takes. That's what she said. And that'll move you into the center. If it doesn't, just go ahead, stop, put the numbers for the mid-bass in and see where that gets you. It's easy enough to just type in the numbers and then go, nope, yup, and move on.
All right. I'm trying how to configure my setup on my JL Tweak 88 for my speakers. I'm running focal flags 3-way active up front and rear coaxials in the back, and a JL 8-inch behind the rear seat. All coming from the Kenwood Excellence 6 preamps. My Tweak has 8 inputs. Should I use an adapter to rear from one of the sub pre-outs?
No. So here's what I'm going to recommend. The Tweak, where everyone gets kind of confused on it, is that first page, which is the setup. We did a Saturday video where we walked you through the process of setting up a Tweak. I would recommend just going onto the YouTube channel and search for the Tweak 88 setup video we did and see if that helps you out. But no, you really shouldn't have to do anything. It has 8 inputs, but you don't need to use 8. You could use 2, you could use 3, you could use whatever you wanted. It's just a matter of setting up that little silly flow chart and working your way through it, which we walk you through and kind of give you. It is confusing. It's way confusing. Don't trust me.
Okay, so the Tweak is 8
in, 8 out.
8 in, 8 out.
Yeah.
Okay, but he has.
What's up, Bill? What's up, Marty?
So he has 3-way active up front, so that's 6.
That's 6.
Plus rears.
Well, yeah, but the thing is
7,
you have
8.
Yeah, but you have a head unit that's 6 in.
Yeah.
Okay, so front rear sub in.
Yeah.
You have 8 out.
Yeah.
So you're going to use channel 1 and 2, which is your front end, to power up outputs 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and then if you're not using rear, because why would you be? Because you're just going to be using sub, so you might not even need to plug sub in. So it's just a matter. That's what makes the Tweak 88 fun, is that you have to sit there and do that whole grid work of things to get it to work, and that confuses the hell out of people. He doesn't have enough channels. No, he doesn't if he's trying to do rear too. He's not going to have enough channels. You can do maybe a mono rear off of like channel 7 and then the sub off of channel 8, but you really need 9 channels if you're trying to go.
I mean, at that point, like 10 channels. It's not 9.
No, there is a 9 channel. There's totally a 9 channel. You don't know what a 9 channel is, my friend? Oh my gosh, Fernando.
You can go with the
9
Artisan.
channels. That's why I have this guy. This is 9 channels right here. The Bit Nove. That's why this thing is in my arsenal, because this has 9 channels. It can do full active front, rear, and sub output. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, and honestly, it's right around the same price, as a little bit more than the Tweak 88.
The Tweak, really?
Yeah, it is more. It's bigger. It's a lot more stuff, and it comes with a cool DRC. So if you take a Tweak and a Twerk,
Tweak and a Twerk.
Tweak and a Twix, and put them together. Because remember, the Tweak is RCA, and then you have the Twerk that is whatever it's called. I'm not picking on Jay. I just don't know what the hell it's silly, because they've separated them into 2 pieces. This is all built in though, so this does everything. But this has 9 channels. So for all you guys that are like, I want to do active, but I want to buy 10 channels. I want 9 channels. That's what this is for. And
so you don't want another channel.
Well, I mean, the thing is that. Why not? When you go up to a 10, you get into a whole nother price point. whole nother price point that this falls out at.
One channel add a lot of money.
It does add a lot of money. It does add a ton of money. Left Twix, right Twix. Thanks, Bill. That's actually what I was thinking about. The tweak and the work. Hey, Tommy.
It's a lot of work with the tweak.
Yeah, you gotta tweak it, twerk it. You know, like coming in like a wrecking ball. Anyways.
Okay.
But no, it's all in the setup. But if you're trying to retain rear too, you're gonna have a problem.
All right.
Okay.
Ever had an issue with the Ampro?
Good luck editing that, by the way.
Oh, okay. You ever had an issue with the Ampro GMC having chimed and warnings not working intermittently?
Intermittently.
Intermittently.
Close enough. It's a tough
okay,
one.
here you go. You understand.
I understand.
Having this issue with the 2017 Sierra with Bose running into the DSR-1.
What year is it?
2017.
Oh, so he's doing an Amp Pro into a DSR-1. Yeah, because that's how you have to do it.
So the problem is having the chimes and warnings not working.
So that could be. All right. So here's the only scenario I see that being weird. On DSR-1 you have 8 channels. So if you're doing front rear sub, then I don't see it as being a problem. Like I don't. There should be no reason why the chimes don't go where they're supposed to. But if you're doing tweeter mid rear sub or tweeter mid bass sub, any combination other than front rear sub, you're definitely going to run into a problem with chimes because they don't know where to go. On the Amp Pro, they come out of 1 and 2.
Yeah,
that's it. So whatever's plugged into 1 and 2, let's say if 1 and 2 is feeding a tweeter, your chimes are going to be 1 and 2 would then need to feed
whatever
3 and 4, which is the mid bass.
Okay.
So you'd have to move inputs around to get them to do what you need them to do. So to me, that would be the only reason I would see that as a problem.
Okay.
You know, I could see that being an issue, but other than that, no, we've never had chiming being an issue for us.
All right.
What'd you miss? Nothing, Victor. We're just chilling, doing our thing. You know, it's the weekend is over, and we're back to work, grinding. You know. Maestro AR, Bill, you're the Maestro AR rep. You should know that you guys don't make an interface for that yet.
AR.
That's why they're doing an Amp Pro and a DSR-1.
But that's what he has the question mark in the top.
Yeah, AR isn't GM compatible yet for those vehicles.
All right.
I know, right? Because then you could just plug this in. Either way, you're making money because you do both. You do Audison and Rockford. But it's coming, though. I shouldn't say that.
It's coming.
It's coming. Hey, what's up, man? How's it? Hey, Martin.
Tommy's bringing the C4 Corvette for us to install a head unit, DSP, front components. You did an awesome job on Saturday on the 2003 Toyota Camry. Oh, yeah.
Mark Rutledge just chimed in and says, "Not yet, Bill." Oh my God, dude! Everybody's watching it. So Mark Rutledge, hey Mark, how you doing? Ciao. Yeah, not yet, Bill Freeman. Not yet. Soon, maybe. Yeah. He's probably going, I should never talk to him. I should never talk to him ever. Anyways, when are you guys getting your hands on that new Kenwood big screen?
When?
Bill, August, September, end of August. What's in the box?
Where's my box?
Now, this was a bit nove. We were talking about 9-channel capable DSPs. And hey, this is also AR compliant. So you can plug an AR into this and use it in any AR. It's the other white meat.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Back around Christmas last year, Jeff Smith was talking about acting 3-way in a model Tahoe.
Okay.
With the mid-range in the stock dash position.
Yes.
My question is, which one will fit? Addison, Audio Frog, etc.
I think they'll all fit because they're all 2.5s. That's really what you're looking at, is the size is the 2.5. So, hang on. Oh man, dude.
What side?
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do this because where's your knife?
Right on the corner, on the right side. Right side, on the right side. There you go, right there.
So I'm gonna do this for you guys because This box has been sitting here, and I want to open it, and hang on.
What is that?
This is the speakers for Haley's car.
Oh! Wow.
But this is in the box. And I knew these were in the box, and I've been saving them for just a... Oh, you might need to turn that on.
All right.
Camera 2!
Yeah.
Camera 2. So these are the new KS... Let me figure out how to open this box. These are the new KS 2.5-inch drivers. Yep, go ahead.
All right.
Coming to us straight from Kicker. Ooh. Oh boy.
This is brand new, right there. No unboxing.
Yeah. So for those of you, this is what they call a middler, meaning it has a impossible box to open. It plays up. It plays up pretty high, so it's designed to go in where your factory middler is, but give you that semi-tweeter sound. Look at that. So there's no brackets on this whatsoever. It pops off, and look, it's so sexy small. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. But anyway, so this is it. Now, the question you are asking is what's in this box. Pan back just a little bit. Most of these don't come with brackets. Now, Audio Frog does. Audio Frog actually built in. So there's your capacitors for these. But these are what you guys are after. These. So different, like this is a Toyota, this one is a Dodge, and this one I think is the GM. But these all come in this box so that you can take this driver and snap them into place and have your middler up and running in action. And
where's the model number?
These are the new... Alright, audio's back. Audio should be back. Sorry, it's my fault. It's my fault. Didn't mean to lose it. Sorry. Anyways, hopefully you caught enough of it. So, back to what we were talking about. So, all the little brackets here.
Oh no, we're gonna explode!
Yeah, it's good. Powering up. These are the little guys right here. So, turn camera 2 on there again.
Camera 2.
Yep.
Sorry. We're
working on camera 2.
We don't get enough money to batteries. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this is the little Morel here. Scoot back. Remember, this one's really close. So as you can see, it's a little different design. It doesn't come with any brackets, but it is super small. When you compare the two, really nice and sexy.
Put it side by side. There you go.
Yeah, go low. There you go. You don't have to get so close. So pretty. The Kicker is a little shallower, but this has a neo magnet. So as far as like getting into things, as you can see, this is a little different. The Audison looks a lot like this one too. The Audison Prima version of this. The Audio Frog.
It looks like them a little bit, but
does the Audio Frog look like this? I think. I don't think it has a neo magnet, but either way,
yep,
that's a middler, and that's what it does. And these can go up in your dash where that factory, middler is, but sound better. Yay! And of course, the Morel does come with caps too.
So I can put
most
this one
of them come
in the
with
center of my car.
Dude, I'm trying to get you to do that. You keep telling me no. I was like, take out that stupid clock and let's put a set of
too.
Set of something up there. Good grief. Woo! Alright, so we're back, we're doing it.
All right.
That was the show and tell portion of the show.
Can you hear me now?
So I left the microphone on all weekend and the battery went dead, so I grabbed a battery out of my DD1 that apparently was dead also. Yeah, so hopefully this mic will stay on for long enough for us to get through the show. If not, I have the other one charging, so we'll figure it out. Does Focal have something like that? Focal does indeed have something like this. If you look at the K2 line as well as the Flax line, they both have a 2 3/4 in the line. It only comes in the 3-way set though. They do not sell them. Okay, they do sell them separately, but not in a pretty boxed setup like these are. They sell them in their parts store because Focal has a parts where you can buy just Focal speaker parts. Like for example, like tweeters and just a mid bass. If you don't want to buy the speakers with the big passive crossovers on them, you can spend money and buy them from Focal parts.
Yeah. So Robert Van Hoy have to rip the dash apart again.
Oh,
He's gonna buy this.
not what's in the box. Where is my box? It didn't come in yet, Mark. Sorry.
You box?
Yeah, he's sending me a box so that we can. Well, he's sending us the stuff so we can make all
not
this
yet.
stuff. It's not out yet.
Well, maybe it's here, but.
No, well, no, Paul probably don't want to walk over here today. He knows what's good for him. All right. So, anyways.
All right.
That was fun.
All right.
Back to the show. Ground Zero has a nuclear line.
Nuclear.
I'm still waiting for my 25th anniversary speaker that's supposed to be coming in at the end of the month. I'm super excited about that. I can't wait to test those.
Oh, you're not gonna get the amplifier, the reference?
For what?
The big one? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're sad.
So
sad. But yes, there you go. So
I
Ground
did a
Zero
su-
also has it.
I did a subwoofer for a friend to a stock 2002, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
2002 F-150 XL non-amplified. Pull signal from the LC2I from the front and rear speakers.
Okay.
That's the question. Should I put this signal from the front and rear speakers?
Okay, so we just had this
Front
question.
or rear, I'm sorry.
You want to pull it from the front. All right, F-150. What year is it?
I'm gonna say it's 2002. Well, here, right, 2102. So I'm gonna say it's 2002.
Either way.
Yeah.
Most cars you want to pull from the front. The only time you want to pull from the back is if the front is going to cause you an issue. F-150s, 9 times out of 10, actually 19 out of 20 times, you're going to pull from the front. You need the front because the front is where it's at. The only time you ever would pull from the rear in an F-150, and then it would suck, is if you have the fake engine noise and it's coming. 2012. 2012. You should be able to pull from the front. There again, some of the Ford F-150s have fake engine noise that comes out of the front in the subwoofer, which you'll know right away, in which case you could pull off of the rear speakers. And as long as you're using some form of an EQ, you'll be perfectly fine. What you will need to do, though, is retain the front speaker somewhere in the car because that's where like navigation and chime and all that fun stuff comes with. If it's a 2012, though, I would start to seriously think about replacing the radio because it's 8 years old. It doesn't have CarPlay. It doesn't have Android Auto. There's plenty of kits out there. Even if it has the 8-inch screen in it, we can replace the radio in that with iData and like sexy, and you keep all the knobs and buttons and stuff like that. Yeah. So something to think about. But yeah, you'll be fine off of the front.
See, yeah. Robert Van Hoy agreed with me.
Yes, we need to be sent the GZ Pure 4. What is a Pure 4?
That's the gold line, the beautiful amplifier.
Listen, man, you gotta work into these things. You can't just come in there and be like, "Give me the biggest thing you got, super sexy."
Oh, that's not how it works.
They have to build value. We have to talk about stuff. We have to make them realize that it's worth it to do business with us.
That's not how it works. Really?
I mean, that's how I like it to work, but it's not how we work. We have to.
Dang it. Anyway,
we have to have some fun.
Can you get a great imaging in the lower kick panels of 1994 Corvette?
I was really hoping you were gonna miss that one.
Well, he's gonna bring the car. He's gonna bring the Corvette.
No, you can't. You can't get great imaging out of that car. However, it's not the end of the world. You can actually still do okay. Remember the Supra we did where we put the
that was
hybrid?
the Mazda.
Yeah. Was it a Mazda?
That was the Mazda.
Either way, the same car.
Mm-hmm.
My mind, it's the same car.
Yeah. No,
we did Morel and hybrid Integras.
Yep, correct.
4 of them in the bottom corners, low, just nasty low, and we still got imaging out of the car.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like that Corvette. The Corvette, I think, is a little lower, but we still got imaging. It's still,
you're not gonna get
still move the soundstage up.
Oh yeah.
What saved that car was the Kenwood radio.
Yes.
Because the Kenwood radio, with all its cool, like, out-of-the-box, simple stuff that it has for moving around soundstage, totally saved that. Because, there again, we didn't have a lot to work with, and it moved it up. So that was kind of nice.
So hopefully we do
probably
radio
not.
there.
But anyways.
All right. Do you gonna do a review soon on the Pioneer DMH WT8600 NEX? Oof, man.
We looked at doing a review on the radio, and we really wanted to start doing more radio reviews.
Yeah.
And then this whole COVID thing happened, and like the supply on radios just went to like next to nothing.
Yeah.
And then we got super busy, and it's every year we always try to do radio reviews. We try to bring that portion of the show back because it was fun, and we do really good jobs. But right now, it's not looking like we're going to get to do that. I still want to at some point, because if we, like, I want to do the Kenwood. I really want to do the Kenwood one, and if I do the Kenwood one, I have to do the Pioneer one.
Yeah.
So, Illusion is awesome.
Yeah.
You're good. If you're looking at Illusion, roll on, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look twice.
Life twice. Yeah. Hey, see, you gotta shoot for the moon. Right there. There you go.
Shoot the moon and pick the dirt out of your teeth.
Why not?
I asked this before, but I never answered. In a single amp setup, why do people put a main fuse holder near the battery and another one near the amp rack? It seems redundant. It is redundant. It's totally redundant. However, so the only reason why I can explain why they would do it, September. All right, so the Kenwood will be here in September. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. All right, so the only reason why, see how I started over there, so it'd be easier for you to cut. So the only reason why you'd put a fuse holder in back is if you're one of the people that buys an amplifier that doesn't have any fuse holders on it and you don't understand that the manufacturer has done circuitry inside of it to prevent the amplifier from causing any harm. Or they're one of those people that are super crazy and think that, what if? You know, what if? And it's like, no, you don't understand. If it's to the point of what if, then it's too late. The fuse holder underneath the hood is there to protect that wire coming back, to protect your car. Some guys will say, well, the fuse holder in the back is then to protect the car. And it's like, no, the circuitry in the amplifier is there to protect the car. But if, as it was explained to me, there's a 1.00% chance out of 99.99% that something bad could happen, then a fuse may save the day. I'm with you. If it's 1 amp and it's got protection built into it, whether it's a fuse or a circuit, why? But, you know, who knows?
Who knows?
Bill, September 1st. Slow it down. He's there.
So desperate.
Dude, Victor, get your car first, bro. Come on, man. You got an Alpine in there rocking it out.
Yeah, he won the Kenwood. All right. 2019 Camry XSE with the Amp Pro and 5-channel Kenwood amplifier. How will you add in a kicker front stage between the Amp Pro and the 5-channel amp?
How would I add a kicker? Oh, the front stage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you need to talk to Robert Van Hoyt. Send him questions about front stage. He's the guy that has one. And he's the only guy I know that's ever had one. I bought one in years ago, and we ended up magically sending it back.
Oh, no.
I think it's called the front row, by the way.
The front row.
Called the front stage.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've never done anything with the front row, so you're asking the wrong guy. But I mean, it's inputs and outputs. So, but yeah, DM Robert Van Hoyt. That's the guy you want to talk to. What do you think of putting a kicker key full active on the front of a 2019 Accord with the 10 speaker system? I want the front and a kicker key 501 for sub. No, I wouldn't do that. It's not even necessary. That Honda Accord with the 10 speaker system is already upmixed and already ready to go. The kicker key is a redundant feature for that. Totally not necessary. What you want to do in that car is a speaker for speaker upgrade or power for power upgrade. You have 10 channels of output. Just if you want the front to sound better, get a 4-channel amp and go. 4-channel amp, put it on some new speakers, rock on. If you get a 4-channel amp with a DSP, there again, just for the EQ portion of it, would totally recommend that. But no, you don't want a kicker key. It's not going to do the trick. Now, also for that, Metra has posted out, they do make the digital adapter for that car now so that you can plug in their DSP and use that as a preamp to go into a real DSP. And they're on version 2 of the software, which apparently has fixed any of the previous problems they've had with the software. And I've been told it's pretty solid from people that have used it, not from them. But yeah, that would be not kicker key. Now, if you had the Accord system without the premium sound, then yes, it would totally be worth it. But no, don't in that one.
There you go. So if you competing, you definitely have to have fuses in the back.
Yes, we're not competing. RVH got the front row. Oh yeah, just to be the front, just to be Robert Van Hoyt. Hey, from Seattle. What rating do y'all recommend for 2015 Dodge Dart? Dude, Dodge Dart, bro.
Ooh.
Sorry, bro.
You put that radio in.
You gotta cut that hole. You're
gonna marry to that radio.
You know what? So the problem is, like, most harnesses don't work with the Dodge Dart. Okay, so you have like a floating screen radio. Like, I don't know if iData finally got theirs to work, but I know Amp never got theirs to work. So if anything, I would check iData. And for those of you that don't know what that is, go here to maestro.idatalink.com, and that would be the place to go to find that information for yourself. Yep. But I would think a floating radio would probably be the way to go.
So you don't have to cut?
So you don't have to cut. Because if you did a floating screen, that's really the problem with that. When you have the Dodge Dart, the way that kit works is you have to cut the whole back side of it. And we've done them, and it looks good. It looks really good. Metro did a nice job on that dash kit. But it will never go back to factory again. And also, if you do have issues with it and have to put the factory radio back in, wonk, wonk, wonk.
Sorry. So, honestly, like you said, the floating radio, that would be the best option. Yep, I agree.
So for that, you'd be looking at an Alpine or a Pioneer. Maybe the Pioneer.
Or the Kenwood coming out.
Kenwood's not. No, Kenwood would be doubled in. You'll have to do something like Pioneer, I think. Yeah, because you need to come up for it.
All right.
Yep.
I have a 2011 Yukon Denali XL, both system. I'm putting 2 amplifiers, voice and sub, with the aftermarket radio.
Yes.
I need help on how to run the 9 wires while bypassing my factory amplifier.
Do you have an answer for that?
How to run.
Okay, read it one more time. Real quick, question asked, can I put the kicker key lock and kiss load behind the glove box in the 2018 Accord? No. Not enough room for those. Plus, that's a lot of heat on the kiss load. I would not put them there. Okay, back to you.
All right. 2011 Yukon Denali. Both system. Putting 2 amplifiers.
Okay.
With an aftermarket radio.
Perfect.
I need help on how to run the 9 wires while I bypassing the amplifier.
So you have to go to the factory amplifier with your 9 wires.
Yeah. So the output on the factory amplifier.
Yeah. So easiest thing, go to pack-audio.com. Right there, pack-audio.com, the first one. Yeah. And they make a T harness for that car.
Yes.
For their Amp Pro, and they should. If they don't, then head over to this next one, which is metraonline.com, and they will have a amp bypass or an amp interface, or just go to their search tab and type in Chevy amp bypass. Either way, one of those guys is going to have a T harness for that, and just run your speed wire right to it. That's it. We gave up on the Dart and the Journey. They are half-step change over the new platform. Maybe someday we will get back to it. Sorry. So they're again back into that Dodge Dart. And what happens is there's an issue with the cluster, and it does all kinds of strange crap. So, time for a new car. Damn it. I like the Dart too, but okay. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Or just add in like a DSP and everything. Just keep the factory radio.
Oh yeah, you could just go out of the factory radio into a DSP, but you got that little tiny screen. It sucks.
Okay, is that or cutting the radio?
Yeah, and just dealing with the side effects of whatever it does. You know, it looks weird. Yeah.
All right. Can I mount my kicker key lock and...
I answered that one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, you're good. Can I change the DDI5D and make it HD radio? If so, what do I need? No, it has to have HD built into it, so that's a negative.
I got another one.
I mean, if you get the updated version that has HD radio, it just plugs in. There's no special feature for HD. Factory radio sucks. Oh, I totally agree with you on that one. But like I said, if you're cool with the gauge cluster doing all the little, it's the little stupid thing in the center of the dash that like freaks out and does all kinds of weird things. Some guys are fine with it. They don't care. They just want a new radio.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just how it is. Sorry, bruh.
I'm going to install both kicker key amps in my Tacoma using a high level.
Okay.
I get the input from the 4-channel from the front and rear speakers. Not sure where to get the input from the sub amplifier rear speakers.
Front speakers. You want them off the front speakers. So when you're running the kicker, key, there again, if you're gonna go 4-channel, so the kicker key. Okay, hey. Show and tell. It's all about show and tell. You remember where the key is?
It's right there in the corner. Yeah.
We gotta get rid of those banners. We got some audio control banner we gotta get rid of.
Who won an audio control banner?
Can I have? No, don't ask now because they'll chime in and we don't want to answer. No, give me your knife. Give me your knife. Sorry, thank you. I don't want to rip the bag.
Just rip it.
I don't want to rip it because we still have to.
You're never gonna use it.
No, we have to do an unboxing on this still. So, because this is for the video for Haley's car. This is the whole. All right, so the kicker key. Turn on your camera for me, please, kind sir. All right, let's talk about where. Now, keep in mind, we're going to talk about the key, but this has anybody that wants to do front-rear sub out of a 4-channel radio. It's going to be the same basic information. So, all right, now on the kicker key, you have your 8 channels of high-level input on this end here, right? Yes. Input. Yes. Okay. I was just making sure. So this is your 4 channels of input. Now, this seems to be a big question we've been asking. Do I need to run all 4 inputs? So if I'm going to do front and rear out of the kicker key, meaning I'm going to use half of this for front, half of this for rear, then yes, I need to run all 4 inputs. However, we have the option here in these dip switches to do front active, meaning all I want to do is, this is tweeter, this is mid, in which case the only inputs I need to use are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm sorry, it's 1 and 2. Just these 2 here, the first 4. Now, if I'm going to be hooking this up as well as the key 501, then I'm going to use these 2 and I'm going to Y them off and go into this and that and this and that, and then the rear is only going to go into here. All right, so that's how that's going to work, because on your car the front has more output for it has a more signal because it's a bigger speaker in the front door, whereas the rear is actively crossed over and is not going to put out as much sound as you're going to get out of the front inputs. So, you know, it's high level. So some people will make the mistake of getting it after this. You definitely don't want to do that because this is going to be actively crossed over. But these dip switches here on the key kind of direct you through all of that. And of course, we have lots of videos on this amplifier showing you all the cool things that it'll do. But I recommend checking out Haley's video that we did on this because this is at a Ford, and we ran it 4-channel.
All right. Saludos, okay. Eduardo. ¿Qué tranza, carnalito?
Yay!
All right.
I want a Morel banner too. I'm not gonna lie. I actually had one made years ago that's in my garage.
Kicker.
No, it says I want a Morel banner.
Oh no!
Robert Van Hoy says I need a kicker banner.
Yes. You're gonna get a banner. You're gonna get a banner. Not really. But anyway.
I'll keep you in mind, Robert. Because I might be able to make that happen. Don't count on it, but I mean, I might be able to make that happen. Because I mean, if anybody needs one, he needs one. He needs one because you know, like, come on.
If I add those KX 2.5, should I use the kicker key to power them?
I mean, you can.
I mean, it's a lot of power.
But it's a lot of amplifier.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I would think
I mean, why not?
They have those little amplifiers that I think are just 2-channel audio. That'd probably be good. I mean, yes, you could. It's a small amplifier. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can.
That's Rovers.
You know. Whatever. But yeah.
Everyone
gets a banner.
Oh really?
Do you stock factory replacement clips for cars? Yes.
Yes. We have a box.
Yeah, we have a box. A lot of the stuff you can get on Amazon, and I do recommend if you're a shop, especially when you want to buy some. Oh, I found a place that sells the new GM ones.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got to order those.
Yeah.
I think they have them on Amazon now.
Yes.
You can get those. The new GM clips suck.
Yeah.
It's plastic and metal. Oh, it's so dumb.
This one.
Yeah. This one here, and they suck. What'll happen is, so you'll pull it off, the plastic will stay attached to the car, but the metal will go ping. Yep. So then you got to spend the next 20 minutes digging, trying to find the metal piece to snap it back in. Ah, it's so stupid.
Mr. Chris Bennett.
Hey, look who it is.
That's crazy.
I was waiting to see
what he's doing in his house is amazing.
Oh, dude, and that's what happens.
If I have to do something, I'm gonna call Chris. Hey, Chris, you wanna help me over here?
Oh, you mean I wasn't supposed to leave the toilet running? My bad.
Like, dude, they kill it like in this weekend. That's awesome, man.
Dean, I would like a kicker banner. You know me. Of course, Bobby. I know you.
Yeah, Bobby too.
Yeah, banners forever. Earlier, I asked about using an active 3-way in the front of a 2016 Yukon Denali with the Bose system. Which mid-range will fit in my stock dash location, Alpine and other brands? Jeff Smith. Yeah, and we kind of talked about the 2.5-inch speakers for about like 10 minutes. They'll all fit. Essentially, you want a 2 3/4. So pick one; they're all gonna fit, and you'll be all set. What's up, peeps? How would the Key 501 work on 2 kicker 12s at 2 ohm? It really just depends what kicker 12s you're talking about. If you're talking about anything yellow or a comp RT, or yes. So if like you have 2 comps, you're good. If you have the white ones, whatever those are, those will work. We've done them on some RTs, and those work. Haley has a L712 to L7T12 in her car, and that works good. It's 500 watts. Keep in mind, this is something that like I was just having a conversation with. If you're into the kicker key and you want that 501, but you're like, it's only 500 watts, and I totally understand that. This will turn any amplifier into a key amplifier. So you can put this on anything, and you will then have a kicker, the same functionality that you get in a kicker key.
Yep.
Sub-amp will now be that. So if you want to buy this guy here and hook it up to XY amplifier, so for example, let's say you go, hey man,
8,000.
I got 3,000 watts of sound digital amplifier. I wish it was key. Boom. Now you have the key.
It's right there.
It's right there. So you can do that. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't think that's one of those things that is just way drastic, just getting overlooked, and I don't understand why. Because like the video we did on this was pointing out the fact that this will turn any amplifier, anybody's amplifier, into a key amplifier, and you will get all the cool features that is in the Key 501 now in any amp, anybody's amp. So that, you know. Plus, the other thing, too, you can keep in mind is if you really want to, you can do 2 Key 500s. There's no reason why you can't. But anyways, there we go. Sorry.
Do you drink champagne?
Do I drink champagne?
Yeah.
No, God, I don't drink any alcohol.
Oh, man.
I mean, I have a hard enough time with sugar drinks. I don't even drink that. I mean, like, you bought that pineapple drink for me on the weekend.
Yes, and you didn't drink it, so I'm like, okay, whatever,
so, man. I was saving that, bro.
Yeah. All right, so hang on, right there.
Yeah?
By having...
I have a D61200 amp. Can I improve the sound by adding someone else to it? Well, what do you want to add to it? I mean, you could improve the sound by retuning it. I don't know what else you'd want to add to it.
Yeah.
So there again. So for example, what's feeding your D12600? Like, is it a factory radio? In which case, like, the factory radio has all kinds of EQs and crap going in front of it, and you're having to use the D61200 to De-EQ and Re-EQ, because it really doesn't have De-Equalization built into it. It does do it, but it's on the same as the output EQ. So if that's the case, yes, adding something like this to it to De-EQ it before you EQ it would definitely make it sound better. If you're going from an aftermarket radio into it, there again, the thing is there is so much that amplifier will do that I've never had to pair anything else to it.
Best recommendation to add an amplifier and a subwoofer on a 2019 Camry. Around $300. I'm sorry, 300 watts. My bad.
Throw it up there, man. Go for it.
I mean, that one. It's a 2019 Ampro. And then the P312. It's like a 300 watts.
Yeah.
The P312.
Yeah.
Around that.
Or you could do the 500.
Oh, you can do the 500. Yeah.
So that's the Rockford. That's the Rockford amplified, easily removable, all-in-one. They make the P300 series, which comes in a 10 or 12 truck or hatch.
T. Yeah.
And then they also make the P500, which is a bigger version with a 500 watt amp and a ported 12-inch. Yep. There again, easily removable. He was talking about an Amp Pro, so that you can interface in with your factory premium sound system and not have any loss and make it sound good. And then the answer to the question, this is the Key LOC. They don't really make a DSP, that's just their Q class amplifiers, that's it. And then this has a DSP built into it. This is the Kicker Key 200.4.
Alright, with all you experience in a 1997 Ford Ranger, what kind of speakers, sir? What kind of size?
5x7.
5x7.
5x7 is commonly mistaken as a 6x8. They are two totally different sizes, obviously 1 inch bigger. Most 5x8s will fit in, most 5x7s will fit in 6x8 locations, but you want to look for a 5x7. It is a 97 though, so I can see where it could be. No, it should be a 5x7. It should be 4 5x7s.
Yeah?
Come on, second stimulus check. I need more car audio. Right? We're about 2 weeks out on that one, according to the NPR Republican update. And that's about as political as I'll get. Cause
I'm just here waiting.
I don't listen to any of that crap. Thoughts on aftermarket alarms in cars that already have factory alarms? That's up to you and where you live. I mean, you know, the nice thing about adding a aftermarket alarm is that if you want the paging capability, then that's it. Like, if you want it to be able to tell your phone that, you know, hey, my car's going off.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of, and even some factory cars do that for you. So
yeah,
it's like that business is just going.
Now with all the remote, with your watch and all that stuff, it's just
shrinking
insane.
fast for sure. And with DEI just being bought by Vox, so DEI, Direct Electronics, Viper, Python, Sidewinder, all those Clifford now are being bought by Vox, who's pretty much buying up all these little fringe companies. Like, they own the headrest overhead business. They own that whole thing. They've bought everybody. So if you buy a flip down or a headrest monitor, it's coming from Vox because they own everybody. They own everybody. So now they own that. They had their own alarm manufacturing company. Now they have that. So it's like that market just keeps doing this. Because cars just keep getting better. But the nice thing is this is for us, that where we separate is, like, remote start is very popular up north and where it gets cold. It's not very popular here. And so for us, it was always alarm remote start, whereas up there it's just a lot of remote starts, and they just T-harness and bang those things in.
So what kind of Pioneer floating radio do you recommend for the Dart?
They make the 8-inch and they make the 10-inch. They're both on the back side the exact same size. They both look the same as far as like the actual physical way the screen looks. If you have the money for the 10-inch, go big or go home. That's what I always say. Well, the Kicker Key work in a 2000. Okay, the Kicker Key will work in anything as long as it is the base model audio system.
Not premium.
Not a premium. You don't want to put this in where a premium exists because it kind of defeats the purpose. The premium system is trying to do what this is going to go in and do. But if you have a 2016 Chevy Equinox and it's the base model system, then I would take a kicker key and I would do a full active front on it, meaning I would use this to power a new set of dash speakers and a new set of door speakers. Components, not coaxials, so I would get a component set. I would put this on the front. I would hook it up 2-channel input, meaning left and right, and just sit back, relax, and be like, this is dope, bro. Get a 501, put it on a 10 in the back, pounding, having a great day. That's me.
All right.
I like the simple life. Yeah, I know, right, Robert? Would running a kicker key into an ACM 4.300 be good or redundant? Going in a 2018 Silverado non-Bose. No, I would not do that. If you have a 2018 Silverado non-Bose, I would get an Amp Pro GM61. The Amp Pro GM61, no, that's the... Yeah, yep. Amp Pro GM61, they don't tell you, but dip switch number 3, if you turn it on... Alright, so do this. Go to the YouTube channel and type in APGM for GM61 non-Bose, okay, on our channel. We talk about it till we have a whole video there. We walk you through the whole process. Putting that in the car, we'll do the same thing this will do as far as fixing the signal. It won't give you the DSP thing because honestly they're about the same amount of power, this and that amplifier. So I mean, if you swap the two out, then yes, but one into the other would be silly. But I would look into that. Any 2-ohm speakers out there? Yes. Audison makes in the Prima line, they have 2-ohm speakers. And also your JBL and Infinity also makes a 2-ohm speaker. And those are the couple I know of. But yeah, there are some. Got here late. Did I miss air compressor? No, it was off. It was off. We were good. Focal Flax Evo or K2 for SQ. I'm going to go K2 every time. If you got the money for K2, do K2. You'll not be disappointed. Evo is nice. Evo is great. Love them. But if you got money for K2, baby, you go K2. Or you don't. If I didn't tune it.
Alright.
Should I power them? Okay, wait. Oh, that's the same question came up twice. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Raise the stage. That would be weird, man. I don't think it would work. It could. I mean, you could. It will raise the stage, but I don't think it'll work. I think the algorithm would just do weird things for you, Robert. Okay, go ahead.
Alright. I put the Amp Pro on my non-amplifier RAM.
Yes.
I have the bass knob hooked up to the amplifier, to the Amp Pro, and turn all the way up. I also have the one made for the amplifier hook up. I barely got any response from my subs until I unhook the one it comes in the amplifier.
Yeah.
Any suggestions? I like to use the one came with the amp, not with the Amp Pro.
Honestly, that's weird. I don't know. Typically, when we're doing something like that, we just don't use the one with the Amp Pro. We just use the one that comes with the sub amp. So that's weird.
Try to disconnect the Amp Pro and plug the one that came with the amplifier. See if you have any response.
Yeah, it's weird. It shouldn't matter because all it is a volume control. Here's the other thing to keep in mind too. All right, check this out. On an Amp Pro, all 6 outputs are identically the same. The only difference is the sub output is variable. All right, so you could actually plug your amplifier into the front or the rear, and it's the same output. Okay, there's no crossovers. They just put front rear sub on it so that your brain has something to look at and know which one to plug into. The sub output is controlled from the volume knob. So if you don't want that one to do anything, if you plug, or Y off if you're using the other ones, but if you plug into front rear, you'll get the same signal output. And so if that is the problem, then just use a front or rear output RCA into your sub amp and you'll be okay. All right, that's it, man. That's an hour. We're there. We're an hour. I know, right? I know, it's hard to believe. Let's go back to the laptop and let's turn on picture-in-a-picture because we figured out how to make that work.
Oh, wow.
So what does that mean? That means that DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go to find, let's go to DNF. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go to find all the cool tools that we use in our videos. Hope you guys took advantage of that,
yeah.
The 9.
Yeah, BT9 Plus.
Yeah, I hope you guys took. I even bought a second one for myself because Fernando got that one. So for 99 bucks, it was pretty awesome. If you didn't take advantage of it, well, you should have. But all the things that we use are located right here. You just click on it and take it out. If you want to get shirts like this cool one here that says, I know the Jeff Smith. You can get that at Teespring.com/store/5-star, or just go there and type on the 5-star, or type in 5-star car stereo as a store. You'll find it. There are a bunch of shirts to choose from. See, we can just go right here and we can tap on that. Is that Siri? Hey, Siri's woken up. And so here you go. No, I don't want to do that. Do you even zip tie, bro? Is one of my personal favorites. And then, of course, with the Installer of the Year competition coming up, in full Pedro effect, we have Vote Fernando. That's right. And then on the back, you can get into the back here where it says, Making America Bass Again. Look at that artwork. Isn't that phenomenal? Yeah. Because he cares, guys. He cares.
All right. So, I think Mark just pointed something about the bass knob.
I think that guy has one subwire out of phase. That could also be a possibility too.
Yeah. So check the
yes,
wiring on
make
your
sure that
subs.
both woofers are going in the right direction.
Yeah, that was cool.
Or that the input is going in the right direction. But
MTI.
there again, you can do that. Oh yes, before I forget.
Somebody mentioned about MTI for a 2014 Silverado high transmission. You can go to mtiacousticboxes.com.
I'm getting there.
There you go. Look
I'm
at
getting
you.
there.
Yeah,
wrong page. This page. Yes, sorry. mtiacoustics.com is the place to go. If you type in the term save 20%, you can save 20%. If you go to their webpage, which is located right here, and you go to the Choose Your Truck, Chevy Silverado is located right here. Now, they don't just sell truck boxes. They also will do custom A-pillars for you. They sell amp boards. They sell all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you head into their site. That's mtiacoustics.com. We want to thank them for being a proud sponsor of the show this month. This month is almost over. They will be on Saturday for the last day because Saturday kind of falls on like the 1st. So, and then, the deal's over. So for those of you guys who have been waiting, anxiously waiting, Friday is the last day. So Friday's the last day to save 20. So make sure you take advantage of that now. Don't put it off any longer. Get in there, save the money, have some fun. Thank you, MTI Acoustics, for being a proud sponsor. So for those of you that just want to be a sponsor of the show, Patreon is the place to do it, people. We're on Patreon. We don't do the podcast anymore. I'm sorry about that. It's just not happening. We're trying. Hopefully one day we'll get back to it.
I'm not a good talker, so that's why.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's just we're too damn busy.
No, other thing about the MTI, go to the website, check it out. If you don't find anything there, it's go to your car or your truck, call them.
Oh yeah,
call them,
want to call
and they will figure something out for you, definitely.
Car Toys out of Texas is where that's Mobile Toys out of Texas is where it all comes from. Our friend Christopher Pate runs that, and they do all kinds of stuff. You can find them on Instagram at Mobile Toys Inc. on
Mobile
Instagram.
Toys,
it's a lot of fun there.
Yep.
And as far as Instagram goes, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram for 5 minutes of 5-star. The daily show we do over on Instagram where we talk and answer questions just like this. We were live before we went live here, and for like 40 minutes because we were waiting to get set up. We had a lot of fun.
The last thing is go to DNF Fernando car stereo clips, short clips. You can watch it if you don't have nothing
YouTube.
to do.
I need to add that to this.
That's it.
And Fernando has taken that site over, so now you guys are getting a video a day. Ooh. So that's your 2 to 3 minutes of fun and excitement every morning. It launches every day at 12 a.m. So for those of you guys that are up, you can watch a cool little clip from the shows. Might be your question. You never know. It's something to check out. You guys have a spectacular week. It's Monday, which means we got 5 more days of this crap to look forward to before the Saturday show, in which case this bookends the week perfectly. You start with us, you end with us, and everything in the middle, well, hell, that's up to you to figure out, guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a wonderful week as always. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.